Tell me up inside there.
Yeah, a little something, man. You know, my man Garçon Couture made this for me.
Okay.
Custom made, amazing stylist, designer, man. So yeah, definitely the dopest.
My name is Ilbert J. Sanchez. I am 34 years old. I'm from the South Bronx, born in Central America, Honduras, and I'm a fashion designer, CEO, co-founder of Garçon Couture. My childhood upbringings, I was just raised in poverty. Being born in Honduras, it's a third world country, a lot of violence, a lot of murders, and then coming to America, being raised in the South Bronx, it was a lot of things that I was exposed to at such a young age. And at the same time, just being protected by my parents. You know, it was like coming outside was a different world, you know, and inside it was very sheltered and like really embodied a lot of family lifestyles. You know, a lot of dinners and like just eating at the table every night and every day. But then coming outside was like the crack epidemic. You know, just understanding like the dynamics of like the American culture in like the South Bronx of New York. Bespoke suiting is pretty much suiting from scratch, right? So we actually built the suit just for you, for your body, and it isn't for anyone else. So when a client comes in, we're actually measuring the client from head to toe and building the suit, especially for him or her. My journey into bespoke suiting and to where I am now, it really much started with my business partner. We were college roommates, very close, and we've always been just like organic friends. You know, we used to be dancing in school, and then we graduated from SUNY School. He went to Plattsburgh, and I went to FIT. You know, I dabbled in the fashion department, but I was in graphic design. You know, I was a graphic design major. Art was my thing, and I started to fall in love with fashion at FIT. So years down the line, me and my business partner, we always kept in contact, and we decided to like, yo, you know what? Let's do something that's gonna actually shift the culture, and will actually just put a stamp and be able to actually empower the Black dollar. I think I've always been a fan of just art and just, I always appreciated color and architecture and being able to just do things that expressed who I was from within. Even looking at cartoons, you know, Saturday mornings, watching like the Animaniacs.
It's time for Animaniacs.
You know, and the colors that they showed and like just the expression of like the characters and like the voices within each character, the Rugrats. Looking at those things and remembering now was a pivotal piece of like why I fell into like art. We're very adamant about giving the client the best experience. So our motto is excellence in every thread. And that's pretty much just how we live. You know, we live in excellence and we provide excellence to our clients because we want them to feel excellent at every level. You know, so they're making appointments and then they're coming in here, they're looking at fabrics, we're measuring them, we're asking them, are you getting married? You know, you have prom coming up, you have a date, or you just wanna, you wanna enhance your wardrobe. You know, so we actually provide all of these options for our clients where they have the accessibility to create anything, you know, and we guide them because we're stylists too as well. So we guide them towards like the best looks for whatever it is that you need us for. This process is very meticulous. You know, we make sure every detail matters because we believe in excellence for all of our clients. The people we've styled, I've been getting this question so much now. It's interesting because when we got the first one, it was like, wow, we got our first big client. And that started with McLaughlin, right? He plays Lucas in Stranger Things. And he was also in the New Edition movie. We dressed him for the Emmys and it was on TV. Phone was blowing up because he had best dress. You know, people were asking him like, yo, what are you wearing? He also got best dress for the GQ Awards in London as well. We've done Omari Hardwick. We've dressed Rotimi, Joel Embiid. We've done Woody the Great. He's actually in the Esquire magazine right now wearing our lavender suit. We've done Omari on last music video. He's wearing a lavender suit as well under as well. But the list keeps on growing every day. And we're just humbled that clients can actually trust us for the music videos, for the red carpet events, for the big interviews on TV. And we're just humbled by that. Where do we get inspiration from when creating a suit, creating an outfit? For us, it's just being able to step outside the box. But we also want to just put emphasis on the African diaspora, on how talented we are. you know, and thinking back about like why we started Garçon Couture was we wanted to just highlight how strong and how powerful we were. You know, we've always been kings and queens. And it's like, this is just a little reminder, like, yo, we're still kings and queens regardless of where we are in the world. You know, so I think putting people in these bright colors, putting people in these different type of jacquard fabrics and like these silks, and these are the pieces that just feels like they're like excellent at every level that they stand on. You know, so we want to be able to just make the client pop, even if they're wearing a black tuxedo. You know, it's Garçon Couture, just the way it's cut and just the way the fabric looks on them. The difficulties that Black tailors face in this industry is everybody thinking that we're all competition. You know, I think there's enough clothes to tailor for all of us. You know, I think it's being able to master your craft and doing the 10,000 hours in order to be the best at what you do, regardless of, there can be multiple people being the best at what they do, you know, and I think a lot of us get that mistaken for competition. And I think that when it comes to the Black dollar, there's enough of the Black dollar to be spread for all of us. It isn't one man's bowl. It's important for a Black man to own and wear a suit because it just represents so much empowerment. You know, I think it's a huge mental thing when it comes to wearing a suit because you feel so, the presence of like when you walk into a room or in the street wearing a suit, it just represents so much, especially of how much just Black men have been through. You know, even through like the civil rights movement, people were marching in like suits, you know, and still they represented so much. An advice that I would give someone who's interested in getting into this industry would be to be able to know that you want to really do this. When it comes to Garçon Couture, like I live and breathe it, you know, it's priority. I quit my job 3 years ago to run it full time, you know, so if you're not willing to really take that sacrifice for whatever it is that you do and putting it as a priority, then it's not for you. You know, we hit a pandemic last year and we lost 6 figures amount of money, you know, in revenue, but I'm still here and I'm still pushing through. You know, you'll face conflict and controversy, but you have to be able to withstand the test of times when it comes to any challenges that, you know, that come against you. You know, yes, there's going to be obstacles, but also there's going to be treasures and paradise, you know, coming up as well. So just be able to understand your craft, right? And then do your research and understand who your competitors are and how you can become a much more powerful company, how you can become a much more powerful tailor.